Here we are on Ash Wednesday, and as we're thinking about what do we want to give up this Lent, I know that many of you have actually been carrying a cross for a very long time. Very often when women find me, it's because they've been struggling in their marriage for years. And when we think about Lent and we think about sacrificing and going without and putting ourselves on the cross, gosh, if you're already on there, I'm going to suggest that if you're watching my videos and coming into my Happy Wife community and reaching out for coaching support, it's because you actually want to get out of that suffering and you want to get into creating a better marriage. And so there might be something else you can do that would be way more impactful than giving up chocolate or suffering and scourging yourself in bigger ways and becoming potentially more miserable. Absolutely, you want to be offering all of your sacrifices up for healing in your marriage, in yourself, in your husband, in your family, okay? And perhaps giving up complaining or fasting from sorrow and feeling glum all the time actually might do a whole lot more to move the needle in your relationship because you start to actually show up happy. You know, St. Paul talked about rejoicing always. Well, goodness, what if you became the kind of woman who actually sees the good in everything instead of what a lot of us tend to do is just see what's going wrong. And then my clients pointed out this week, like she had no idea that all the times that she would say, gosh, it's raining again, or pointing out that there was more snow coming. She didn't realize that that was still kind of being doom and gloom, and that wasn't the kind of woman that she wanted to be anymore. And so she's consciously, now that she's aware of it because of our coaching, now she's shifting to be like, wait a minute, how do I want to show up? What kind of things do I want to notice? Right? So that's what's possible for you if you take on the challenge, the invitation that St. Paul gives us to rejoice always. And then he also says to pray without ceasing. What if maybe you're going to ramp up your prayer life this Lent? What if maybe it's more rosaries? Maybe it is getting to Mass more often and receiving Eucharist, because absolutely receiving Jesus always is going to move our hearts in a big way, and to be able to get to adoration, all of that the divine physician can heal us in ways that we have no idea. And so absolutely pray without ceasing. And then he invites us to give thanks in all circumstances. Not in some circumstances, but in all circumstances. And ladies, I get it, that our circumstances sometimes feel like they are completely out of control, because they are. We can't control our circumstances, no matter how hard we try. Life throws us bumps, right? We have kids, we have husbands. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of control to anything that's going on. What we do have control over is the thoughts that we think. Our response to the circumstances and life that is swirling around us. How we show up matters, right? That we can pray for more self-control, that gift of the Holy Spirit to have greater self-control so that we manage our thoughts, that we manage our tongue, that we don't have to say every thought that comes out of our mouth, that we don't have to accept every invitation to an argument, that we can pause and have self-control and think about intentionally how we do want to respond to something that happens. Maybe he says something that kind of sounds harsh or judgmental or critical. When you pause and start to express gratitude and appreciation for his protection, for whatever it is, right? Look for the good, because you're the kind of woman who looks for the good, and then to express lots more gratitude. That could be a tremendous Lenten sacrifice, to express gratitude every day, like all day, every day. Find opportunities to express appreciation, say thank you, speak into people, to notice that not that your husband just takes out the trash, but the kind of man he is, who is always hardworking. He goes to work every day and he shows up. I have another client who talked about how when she was sick, she didn't get to get all of the Valentine's gifts together. And she commented that he went out last night, bought little trinkets for the kids and cards and laid them all out. Wow, what a partner she has, right? maybe even her getting sick was a blessing because it had her slow down enough to give him an opportunity to step in. So often our men want to, but we disempower them because we just do everything. Right? So maybe even just elevating our own self-care, pausing, respecting him, creating opportunities for him to step in and contribute can elevate the marriage. Maybe what you want to do for Lent is to really set an intention of learning specific skills that will take your marriage to the next level, take you to the next level as a woman who really shows up as her best self. And if you want to do that, come on in, join the Happy Wife community. But I have some video courses and lots of things out there. In fact, you can just binge on, like, every day I'm going to watch one of Coach Carol's YouTube videos. Yeah, that's even a Lenten sacrifice because my videos aren't the best. I am me and they're one-time shots, but it's all okay because I'm standing for you all, right? I'm willing to be vulnerable and share my heart because I'm standing for you to create the best marriage. And if it serves you more than just giving up chocolate and thinking, I'm going to lose some weight so that I can fit in my bathing suit in the spring. Yeah, that's one thing to do, but if maybe being more grateful and rejoicing always, looking for the good, stopping complaining, fasting from the negative thinking, and praying more, setting up a rule of life around prayer, getting to Mass more often, receiving the sacraments, all of that, it's all beautiful. It all counts. And offer your sufferings up because I know that many of you are on the cross with Christ right now. I know that, right? And if you're ready to get support, I'm here for you. Reach out, okay? God bless you all.